Hello and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'll be showing you the brand new update for Droid's Create, Superflat and Skyblock crates. So let's get right into it. So as you can see in the creative menu here, we have now added a lot more different crates and they're now a lot more organized within the creative menu. So let's take a look at some of the biggest changes. So firstly, most crates are still pretty much the same for the early game. However, there is one change for the beginner's crate, which is that instead of using an apple for the center recipe, it is now just simply a dirt block. As for ore crate, instead of using an iron ingot in the middle, it now uses an andesite alloy, which reduces the amount of iron you actually need in order to craft the crate. A few of the blocks on the side also changed, so it now uses 4 gravel, 2 stone block and 2 andesite instead. For the farmer's crate here, I've added a brand new block called the Andesite crate shell, and by using this, together with 4 hay bale and 4 bone block, this will be the new recipe for farmer's crates. Now you may be wondering, what's this new Andesite crate shell thing? So it's actually a brand new block you can actually place. It doesn't do anything on its own, it's just a purely decorative block, but it is used for a lot of the other recipes here. Now the way you create this brand new Andesite crate shell is actually very simple. You will need a very simple assembly sequence. Now you just put yourself a andesite casing, cut it with a saw and then press it. Repeat this twice and you get yourself an andesite crate shell. Now a few uses for the andesite crate shell will be for the new for some of the modified crates here. Now the one we saw is the farmer's crate here. Some other ones is that the nether crate now requires some slightly different resources. Now you need one andesite crate shell, 1 obsidian, 3 piece of log, 2 iron ingot and 2 lava bucket to get yourself a nether crate. The loot table for most of these didn't change, so no worries for that, it's mostly just recipe changes. The other one is, so before it is called the Elite Nether Crate, it's now been renamed to Blazing Nether Crate, and it has this brand new recipe here. It again uses a andesite crate shell with an empty blaze burner, and it uses 2 iron ingot, 1 gold ingot and 4 magma block instead now. So I think it is slightly cheaper, maybe, I'm not sure if it's any cheaper, but this is a way better recipe in my opinion. For the Create Stone Crate, it is now also slightly modified, and you now need 4 stone block, 2 iron ingot and 2 gold nugget together with a andesite crate shell to get yourself a Create Stone Crate. Another change I've made is that I've now made every single recipe that you can craft mixable. So instead of having to make a bunch of mechanical crafters, you can now just simply chuck all your ingredients in a mixer and mix it. The reason I added this is because mechanical crafter is quite a laggy block in the crate mod, and if you need to automate every single crate type, that means that you have to have many mechanical crafters, which can be very laggy. So me substituting for the mixing would be a lot more user friendly for the world. Now moving on from this, we now also have the brass crate shell. So it's just the andesite crate shell, same look with a different texture on it. Now the way you make the brass crate shell is by using another recipe sequence here. So you take your andesite crate shell, this time you cut it first, you apply a brass ingot and then you press it. Do this twice and you get yourself 2 brass crate shell. So here is the netherite crate renamed. So before, this would have been your legendary nether crate has now been renamed to netherite crate, and you can see it here. It has a netherite block in the middle now. So the way you make this is through another recipe sequence here. You have to do this twice, so 1 gold ingot, a diamond, powdered obsidian, lava, brass ingot, cut it and press it. Since the netherite crate is quite a powerful crate with some very good loot inside, this recipe is significantly more expensive than the previous ones. Moving on, we have the skulk crate. It's now also been overhauled, so there's no longer any more crafting recipes. Instead, it's just a sequence assembly. The way you make it is like with brass crate shell, deploy deep slate, soul sand, tough, lava it, cut it and press it twice to get yourself the skulk crate, which is actually significantly cheaper than the previous version, where you need 4 haunted bells and 4 wither rows, which is, to be honest, quite ridiculous. Now, after Skull Crate, we also have Deep Dark Crate here. This has also been renewed. Now you do another sequence assembly here with Skulk, Chisel Deep Slate Tiles, Skulk Vein, Lava it, cut it and press it. And doing this twice will give you the Deep Dark Crate. The Ruin Crate has now been renamed to Sniffer Crate. It has the same drop as Ruin Crate, so no worries. Again, another sequence assembly with any terracotta, mud bricks, coarse dirt, gravel, cut it and press it twice and you'll get yourself a Sniffer Crate. The Sniffer Crate looks quite cool with a little sniffer as the icon. Next up, we have the Ocean Crate. The recipe is removed once again and replaced with a sequence assembly here. You make Ocean Crate by applying cut sandstone, prismarine shard, prismarine crystal, mossy cobblestone, water, cut it and press it and you'll get yourself an Ocean Crate after 2 repeats. Now finally we have the Shirt Crate here. Again, it's replaced with a sequence assembly, and this time it uses 1 bone block, a terracotta, gravel, clay block, brush, cut it and press it, and do this twice and you'll get yourself a Shirt Crate. Now you may have seen that there's quite a few of these random crates next to each one that I haven't talked about. Now these are all of the incomplete crates, so during your sequence assembly it will have a substitute item for the assembly. Now the item look is pretty similar to the final product, except it's a little cube in the middle of the crate. Now I think it's a pretty cool decorative block you can also use, which is why I decided to make these all placeable. The problem with this is that after you place it, it will lose this MBD data, so which means that whichever step of the assembly you got it onto, it will basically be removed and it will be completely useless. Which is why for every single incomplete one, you can just simply craft it back down into its original. So for example, a incomplete brass crate shell can be crafted straight back to an andesite crate shell in case you want to revert it. Same goes for basically every single other crate. So here we have the Deep Dark Crate, the incomplete Shirt Crate, incomplete Sniffer Crate, incomplete Netherite Crate, incomplete Ocean Crate, and incomplete Skulk Crate. All of these will can be crafted back down, and that's about every change so far. And with that, that's basically every single change for this update. It's been a really fun update here. I've added quite a lot of interesting mechanics, and designing all the new recipes is really fun. If you enjoyed this video and would like to support me, feel free to subscribe and leave a like for the video. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye now.